In the space of 5 months, I went from zero to making over £10,000 per month. I built an entire coaching business in a very short period of time. But it's not because it was fast that it was easy. So in today's video, I want to show you how I did it, how you can do it too, and the lesson I've learned. Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Ginny, I'm a social media and marketing expert, and I help service-based entrepreneurs to grow an audience on Instagram and to convert their followers into clients. First, let me tell you a little bit more about myself and my story for the one who don't know it. I worked in corporate for the past 10 years as a product marketing manager and digital marketing manager. I like my job, but I always wanted to have my own thing, my own business. I was always the one who was side hustling, working on some business idea, but I never dared to take them to the next step until January 2020, where I made a promise to myself, being freelance by the end of 2021. I had no idea how or what exactly I would do. I knew one thing: I had to start sharing on Instagram, no matter how scared I was, because I was really scared to put myself out there. I felt like I didn't know enough, that the things I knew were kind of obvious, but I did it anyway. My growth was slow, very slow, but I was in no rush, and I knew one thing: I had to keep going no matter what. So I was sharing on Instagram about 7 days a week, posting in my stories every day when I had, only 5 to 10 people watching them. I was happy with what I had though. I was happy with like those 10 people who were watching my stories, or those 100 new followers. Then in May, things started to move. I started to gain more followers. I was receiving daily messages of people telling me I was helping them with my, daily content, and I started having my first paying clients. Things were going well, but things really took off in September, where I made my first 10K month. I actually made 70K in sales that month. I launched my first passive income and sold over 500 mini courses in just 1 week, and I hit 10,000 followers. So what are the lessons I've learned over the past few months in my business, and what can you do to achieve the same kind of results? So the first thing is learn to plan. Okay, this is a big lesson. Because of my past, I didn't want to plan much. So because of my past and because I'm a perfectionist, I didn't want to plan where I would take this business. I was too scared I would get overwhelmed and ending up not doing anything. So I didn't really plan to have this business. Although I felt like I could have avoided a lot of mistakes, a lot of wasting my time and money if I had planned a little bit better. So that's what I'm telling you. Know where you want to take your business and have a clear vision for it. So what you want to do is you want to break it down by months. What are the goals or products or services that you want to launch during that time, or that you want to offer to your ideal clients? This will really help you to know where you are, to know where you're going, and what you should post on Instagram depending on it. Because otherwise, that's when you start posting on Instagram without really any purpose, without really knowing why you're posting on Instagram, and that's how you end up not getting the result that you want. Because it's not always about growth and reach. It's also about making sales and building a community. So look at the year ahead, especially now that we're ending 2020, you want to look at 2021 and start planning ahead. Make a list of things you need in order to get there. Then depending on that, make the right investment in your business, and in terms of investment of time and money. For example, I invested in a VA thinking I would take my business in one direction. Turns out I knew deep down that it was not the direction I wanted to take my business to. I ended up losing over £1,000 because of that mistake. So if you know where you're going, if you know where you're taking your business, it will be much easier to know which decision to take in your business and avoid wasting time and money. By the way, if you're enjoying this video, make sure to hit the subscribe button and hit the bell, because I'm sharing with you weekly tips on how to grow an audience on Instagram and convert them into clients. Okay, the second point is don't be in a rush. That's when things go wrong. Stop thinking it can happen overnight. It's not because it happened fast for someone else or it happened quickly. It's the same for me. It's not because it happened fast for me that it will necessarily happen fast for you too. And it doesn't make you a failure. So don't compare yourself. Each story is different. If you expect things to go fast, you'll end up giving away way too soon. For example, at some point in March, I wanted to give up. I felt like I was working so much for free for so little results, and yet it only took me another month of posting to see the results I wanted. Imagine if I had given up before that. Or sometimes your success story could be just around the corner, so you really want to keep pushing and really not being in a rush, because that's a mistake I've made over and over again, being in a rush, wanting things to happen too quickly, and I was giving away way too soon. Number 3, provide value, but I mean real value. You need to feel like you're giving away everything for free. The things that you say for your clients, you almost want to feel like you're sharing with people, with the world around for free. So you need to feel like you're giving away everything for free, and at least for the first few months. I know you hear this all the time that you need to give away a lot of value, but it seems like people still haven't really registered. I still receive daily messages saying, hey, I'm providing a lot of value, but I don't get any results. And yet I go on their account, I will look at their posts, there's barely anything that I can get out of it. So I will keep telling you this, you need to provide real value. So what does it mean? So instead of thinking that writing a caption with 100 lines under a picture is going to take yourself somewhere, you need to make much more effort. You need to be a bit more innovative. It used to take me 5 to 6 hours per post. Why? Because I was doing market research. I was looking at my own expertise and thinking as stuff I learned and stuff I knew. I was making sure that my posts were attention grabbing, that my branding was on point. I've made a lot of efforts in my post and it paid off. I wanted to make sure that I would get noticed. I understand that you might not all be able to spend that much time in your content, but you need to find a way to provide real value that will make people stop scrolling and remember you. My best tip here is provide actionable steps. Quick wins that people will be able to apply right away and for which they will see an instant result. Because if you can help people with their days, they will come back for more and they will start sharing your post. I shared enough value that was helping people grow and gain new clients with just my free content. But yet it doesn't mean that I never got clients. So you really need not to be afraid of that and not be afraid of sharing a lot of value. Okay, number 4 is stop cold DMing people or trying to connect with your ideal audience. It doesn't work. When I felt like I wasn't really moving forward at some point, I started to talk to my ideal audience because a lot of people were talking about this, you know, liking their content, talking to them in the DMs, and I hated it. It felt forced and natural. It never really worked. They were rarely following me back unless I was following them. So hello, follow, unfollow methods full of people who actually don't care about your content. So it's going to damage, you know, your engagement, etc. So you know why these things doesn't work? It's getting too obvious that you just, you know, message them just in order to get noticed, and it might work a little bit, but it's a lot of effort for very little results. So what you should do instead? Again, spend more time on your content. Once your content's on point, then you can do some engagement. But you want to do engagement not with your ideal clients, but with other people in the same industry as you. Why? Because their audience is your ideal audience. So if you comment on their posts, they will notice you. So focus on your content, provide a lot of value. Once you feel you have something going on, then you engage, but with your competitors basically. Okay, and I'm not even talking about cold DMing here, because for the one who don't know, cold DMing is basically pitching your services to someone in the DMs without them asking for it. And if you do that, you need to review your strategy, as simple as that. It's so time consuming and it gives you barely any results. Plus, it makes you look like an Let's be honest, if someone comes at your door and trying to sell you something when you casually watching TV with your family, what will be your reaction? Will this person be welcome, be like, yeah, sure, I want to be sold to right now. That was a perfect timing. Definitely not. You're probably gonna close the door and say, no thanks, not interested. That's the same with cold DMing. So all these techniques are very old school and are for people who don't know about marketing. They're just pure sales. Marketing is different. It's you make people come to you without having to force them your services. Number 5 is learn to convert people in your DMs. That's what changed everything for me. I thought people were annoying asking me personalized questions in my DMs until I realized one thing. They were warm leads. I just didn't know how to convert them yet. The day I realized this is the day I started to make much more money in my business and convert much more clients. So make sure to learn how to convert these people into clients. My best tip is this: providing free value in your content is a thing, but don't provide free value in your DMs. That's literally working for free. They want personalized advice, they need to pay for that. They want more advice, they need to pay for that. Learn how to sell yourself and your services. Make sure you have a proper sales process in place that take people from your content to your DMs to actually converting them into clients. Okay, the last one, and by far one of the most important one, is surround yourself with the right people. I built this business quietly. No one except my boyfriend knew about it because it helped me kind of stay focused and not be distracted by the, are you sure it's going to work? Or the skeptical kind of looks, or people just thinking I was just doing like some sort of side hustling again. But building a business is hard and can feel very lonely. My boyfriend didn't understand that the world of Instagram and business and all of these things. So it was hard to share what I was going through and, you know, to bounce back ideas as well. But luckily, Laura found me and she quickly became my sidekick. We were texting every single day, supporting each other. She was the one I was sharing my wins with. She was the one I was sharing all my ideas with. The one I was moaning about, you know, some trolls or the things that were annoying me in this industry. She's the one who cheered me up when I felt down and I really doubted myself, because yes, it happened a lot. She's the one who pushed me when I felt like it was too hard to keep going. She's the one who helped me keep going when I was exhausted because I was working 15 hours a day, 7 days a week. In other words, she has been the game changer in my business, and she's the one who helped me make things happen 10 times faster. That's why I highly recommend that you find yourself a business bestie or someone to support you and share your ideas with so you can go further in your business. And that's why we created Elle Synergy, so people could find a sidekick and support one another. If you want to know more, the link is in below in the description. Okay, that's it for today, guys. If you haven't subscribed to my channel yet, make sure to do it, because I'm sharing with you weekly tips on how to grow an audience on Instagram and convert them into clients.